government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of whatever this is. you know, and as you can see, the title "Life Can Be Tough Sometimes." Life can be tough sometimes. Sometimes it can be super difficult. and, um, things get thrown at you. Things get taken away from you. Things just don't show up. There's so many different things that happen on a regular basis and a daily. And sometimes it can be very difficult to understand where you went wrong or if you were wrong. Hey, Rabbit, good to see you, dude. And I think sometimes some people can take trust and turn it into a weapon, a weapon to destroy somebody else's well-being. I've never told anybody they can or can't do or what their opinions need to be. Never once. And I refuse to. All I can do is give you my thoughts and opinions. And maybe you'll like them, or maybe you won't. And I get that. I get that. Sometimes that can be something very difficult to deal with. Sorry, I haven't been here. Real life happens. Exactly, exactly, dude. Real life happens. It does. It really does. And we make of it as we can, and we can only do so much. Sometimes I think even myself expect things to be easier and to always have people come around, and sometimes we do things to ourselves inadvertently without even trying. We just somebody takes us wrong, or we have a thought and an opinion, and then they just don't like it. uh, and to see that continuously occurring really starts to make you question yourself and what you're worth in your own, if you are worth. um a lot of people that I've met in the last few years, I've always been very appreciative of everybody that has come around, that has joined, that is uh, made this experience what it is. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really think there's a lot of people that may not think that I do, or may want to take that for granted and use it for their own experience to propel themselves through uh, this life that we all get to live. It's amazing life that we do get. Um, Now I've always had this thing where I say, join the channel, help out the cause. It gets you to a members only stream as well as gets you into Discord. Discord. Discord in itself, it, it's it's dangerous. It's a devil. It will hurt you. It can destroy you if you don't use it correctly. And even those that you wish no harm upon may just see it be that one thing is enough for them to say, nah, nah, and not even want to even reply, say zero things to you, say, not even let you know that they're not even going to be there anymore. They're like, I'm gone, I'm out, go fuck yourself, whatever it be. You know, it, simply letting people know, hey, I don't like you. I don't like you. You can go fuck yourself. I'm never gonna come back here ever again. And I hate however however you are because of this, that, and the other. And that way you can give yourself a little bit of clarity and you can move on in life. Maybe. Hey, Days Girl. Long time no see. Good morning to you. Uh, just kind of, you know, living life as it be at the moment, and you know, uh, feel some stresses that need to be relieved. And I usually have a couple people that I prefer to speak to try relieving some of those. And uh, I don't know if that's been understood. And I've had some personal issues within the last few days, and it's been a difficult few days for myself. Uh, my whole I think a lot of people that do know me understand that I have medical issue that deals with my right hand pinky tendon that runs all the way up through my lower arm, affects the elbow, affects the shoulder. If I even sleep on it wrong, if whatever, I can wake up with some massive pains. I had slept on it wrong or whatever a couple days ago. It actually throwing pain from one shoulder to the next and up through the base of my neck. It's actually throwing pains down into my right hip, and it's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. So we kind of get to these points in life where we're just like, okay, so maybe it's other stresses that we need to try relieving some of the other issues in our lives. And I think I think as human beings are, I think I'm not the only one. We have the tendency to surround ourselves or try surrounding ourselves with people that we love and trust. And sometimes without warning, um, other things can arise where we just us and we have our own. I'd be around, just not chatty all the time. No, and it's fine. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I expect to be back once my great granddaughter passes. She needs me now. Yes, take care of her. Sad. I had no clue. I had no clue. As today progresses, see how I feel. Hopefully, talking to y'all right now can relieve some of it because I know that it's not. Hey, Lady Autumn Sky, good to see you. Glad you're here. I just I don't know. I don't know how to. I'm excited. I'm excited to move into year 3 of trying to do something fun, build a channel, as I've attempted to do for the last 2 years. The first year was very interesting. There's a lot of growth. The second year, there's a lot of heartache. I don't think a lot of people understand a lot of situation. Think they hear verbiage and they just assume that that's the way it is, and that uh, other people's situations weren't affected like they were, like their life is just fine. Their life is just fine. Don't worry about them. I think there's a misconstruction on men having feelings. I think there's a lot of people that just think, oh, men don't have feelings. Men don't. You shouldn't have feelings or something. And I'm one of those. I wear my feelings on my sleeve. So when presented upon, or is easily shown, whether it be sadness, anger, or confusion. Um, sometimes, sometimes things like first floor audio. What's up? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Um, I try to catch a cool frog when I can. However, you're on too late most of the time. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. It's the lateness in a regular show. Uh, it has to do with children. I have a child in the house that I take care of on a daily basis. Um, I don't believe in the whole daycare stuff as being necessary. I've looked into the costs and the expense of a daycare, and by the time you pay for the daycare and everything else, you broke. You broke. And now instead of being able to give your child the life skills that are necessary, they're grouped with other kids and no longer given the individual um, necessities in life. For me to be able to be the at-home dad for my child, I think is the best for him. I think it's the best for him. He's so super smart when it comes to math, and he gives me the chance to do this. And so that way, when it comes down to it, is the if why I run the show so late is because I do so much during the day with him that it gives me the chance to run those. Now, I just so happened to run a show last night. I got off at about 11 o'clock and I crashed. I crashed. So my body only sleeps for about 6 hours. So I just so happened to be up about an hour ago, maybe hour and a half. And as I'm sitting here, I'm like I, I think I can go live for a little bit and just go say hi to everybody over on the YouTube side. There's a dozen people watching at this point in time. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all hit that like button if you can. And I know the difficulties that go along with time frames. You like to watch certain people, and life changes. Life changes from days to day. It's just like I have, I take care of him every day. Well, now all of a sudden, you say, I want to do the homeschooling, and it's going to happen as it's already occurring. It's going to continue. I used to be a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, see, it's fun to be a stay-at-home dad. It's great to be a stay-at-home dad. I love being, and I know it's going to change. I know it's going to change one day. All of a sudden, life changes, things happen. You don't get to be, the night owl that you used to be. I love being a night owl. I love staying up all night and then sleeping through the day, and then waking up like noon. That was my favorite. That was my favorite. I loved doing it. I would stay up until like 6 in the morning and then sleep until noon. For me to, crash, pass out at 11 o'clock midnight, is something very different in itself. To be up this early, to be like, well, okay, I guess I can go live again. I can go live. I can go and I can share my thoughts and opinions and my feelings about certain things. And I just wish that people understood that we all have feelings. We all have feelings, and whatever it is that is being said by other people to continuously push at me, I don't give a fuck. Continue, have fun. I'm going to continue to do whatever I was doing, and I hope that everybody will continue to hang out with me and enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing. Whether it is doing a regular stick with Cool Frog in the middle of the night, where I cover news and politics, or it be me here in the morning and just reading your chat and hanging out with you. Battling putting mine in elementary school for a year or two. I want to homeschool. However, I worry about them developing social skills. Now, Lady Autumn Sky, that one's an interesting one because I've been thrown that same predicament or whatever by several people. Like, oh, he's not getting socialized. You need to put him in daycare. You need to put him in an elementary school. You need to do this for socialization. He needs to be socialized. And you kind of look into the socialization of things, and when socialization was really starting to be used, stigmatized for uh, children, was to entice people to put children in public schools. Oh, they need to be socialized. Excuse me. He hangs around with his cousins. He talks to me all day. We don't just sit here. We go outside. We go to the park. He hangs out with the other kids. He hangs out with other kids outside. He doesn't just sit there and hang out with just me and only me all day long. And then he's going to grow up to be some 10-year-old adult. No, He gets to be a kid. He hangs out with the other kids, and he likes hanging out with the other kids. Does he need to go to a school to hang out with the other kids? Nah, nah. I just go take him down to the park. You go hang out with the other kids. They hang out with them. They play with them. Most of the kids in the neighborhood know his name and know exactly who he is. They see him outside or whatever with me. They come outside. Other kids will come outside. They'll be like, "Oh, there's somebody outside. Let's go play." So, I mean, the socialization thing or whatever is just I just find it to be something that's used to put kids in schools. I don't think that it's something that's as necessary as we make it sound. Just saying. My shows run until early hours, and I still get up early to take my youngest son to school just to see him. In the morning, time goes by so quick. I have adult children. Yeah, yeah. No, I get that. My oldest just turned 25 last weekend. I have a daughter who's 14, and then I have a 4-year old. I have a 4-year-old. It just I get adult children. I get having young children. I get having all of that. It's all very interesting and very fun. It's very fun. The whole I have a hard time with the schooling, and if for whatever reason my child is put into a public school, yeah, damn right, I'm not gonna just sit there and be like, oh yeah, he's in school. Nope, nope. I'm gonna be in that school. I'm gonna be around that school. I'm gonna be at parent teacher stuff. I'm gonna be part of. They're gonna know. Every single teacher's gonna know who I am. I'm not gonna sit there and allow them to indoctrinate my child. Nuh-uh. Not happening. So there's just a couple things to think about when it comes to that education of them children that we all love so much. My apologizes song popped in my head when you said I give 0 fucks. Nope, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's how many fucks I give. Yeah. I kind of like knowing how to sit for story time with other children, knowing how to line up with others, how they are without me. Just flooded with doubts either way. No, I get all that. I get all that. There's a lot. There's a lot to think about, and a lot to take in on that. And which years are easier to homeschool, and which years would be easier for you to quote unquote socialize your children? I just have to work. I have I air quoted socialization, socializing your children because I just kind of I really I really have a problem with the school indoctrination bullshit. I really do. Um, so that's why I feel connected to you. We have kids around the same age. We've seen kids through every age. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's amazing. Mine are 30, 29, 24, 13. The two oldest are girl, 30 and 29. And that it's so fun to actually see the age of 30 and 13. That's cool. That's cool. Adult teens and younger than yeah, right? Exactly that. Yeah, the whole spectrum of all of it. Just first for audio, this is the same way. You look at all that, you just like, that's amazing. It's amazing when you think about it. It's like I'm a dad, and I should be, be looking at my oldest like, why aren't you having children? Why aren't you having children? It was by the time I was your age, I already had you, and you know, it just kind of 54, yeah, 46 myself. So kids are 54 and 50. That's so much fun. Life. Life. It's life is very interesting, isn't it? You just don't know what's gonna happen from day to day. And I just I don't know. Like I'm waiting for this kid to wake himself up here eventually, because I know that he's gonna eventually wake up. When he wakes up, I am gonna go away. So if he hadn't done so, he smash those like buttons for me, so that way um, it can help me through the algorithms of YouTube, because my algorithm with YouTube is shot. It's been shot since the first day that I started running the show. They took YouTube took me down. They gave me my first strike the very first day. Gave me that warning, and how every subsequent strike afterward had really dealt a blow or whatever when it come down to it. Um, Having 13 the first year and actually getting the channel completely and totally yeeted to come back for year two, and all the heartache to go along with year two, all the friends that I thought I had, all that are I guess aren't really friends, all of that, uh, and watching the channel not really grow. I'm excited for year three. I'm excited for year three. Now, year three is there will be a party. There will be a party. Whether it's just me, I have no clue. But December 15th, December 15th, we go into year three. And I'm excited. I'm excited for it, because I'm going to see if I can't change algorithms out just a little bit, as the basic news and politics that everybody remembers me being for. It's not coming back. It's not coming back here. You might get some, but you're not getting a regular stick with Cool Frog that everybody remembers me for. That's why you take yourself to Rumble. Squab Bob. What's up, Uncle Squab? Good to see you, dude. Kind of feel like my kindergarten and first grade may be better. I can remember mom and volunteer my way through it. Can homeschool in the middle and high school. Yeah, see, that's the one is that you really that's the head scratcher, because their brains are more malleable in the younger ages. You can kind of, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm with you on it. I'm with you on this thought. I'm with you on this thought, because I have to think about it to myself on how to do such a thing. Um, in this town, there really isn't a co-op. Nearest co-op is about 40-ish, 45 minutes away from here, which isn't bad, but would probably be better if we could move closer to the co-op. So then, as opposed to just moving closer to that co-op because it's the closest one, would be to look into what's a better co-op, and maybe we could move to that instead, and it might just be a better place. So there's so many things to go along with it. I'm with you on it. It's such a head scratcher. You just like, what do I do? What do I do? And you don't know what you're gonna do until all of a sudden you're like, okay, I made up my mind. They're gonna do this, this, and this. I'm gonna try the first year and see what a kindergarten teacher can actually do with them. Because the kindergarten teacher is really a big stepping stone that a lot of people kind of think overlook when it comes down to it. I think um, I remember my kindergarten teacher. Sadly, was the same kindergarten teacher that my dad had as a child. It really seriously, the old lady should not have been still the kindergarten teacher that my dad had. It just doesn't seem right. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you. Good morning to you. You gonna make me move to South Dakota so we can have our own co-op? I mean, my wife would like to move somewhere warmer than South Dakota. So, just saying, just saying. We can we can meet somewhere in the middle or something. I mean, I don't maybe. It all sounds fun. But, looking into co-ops and trying to find a co-op that's worthwhile, that's got a good group. The one that's nearest by, I mean, it's a good group, but it's too far away. It's too far away. I just don't like it. So like, so there's, um, do we attempt to start a co-op here in this town with in try try actually starting our own? And then it's like, well, you know I think I'm fine with teaching my own child certain things. I don't know if other parents should be so happy with me teaching their child the same thing. Live in Southampton, UK. We get a lot of UK people that come through this particular channel. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. All bother types. Sure. Kind of sort of what it's like up here in South Dakota. You get some really just like Minnesota that I come out of Minnesota originally, so I mean from extremes you get negative 40s in the winter to 110 in the summer, and everything in between. Everything in between with potentials for all the different things like tornadoes and other weather events. Yes, lots of rain. Yep. I get you there. I get you there for sure. I don't know. South Dakota sounds great. It is. I like it. I like it. I really do. The area's beautiful. um, the it's very touristy. Um, Supposedly ranked up high enough to be one of the states to be included. I want to say it's in the top 3. I'm not positive exact location on it. Yeah, of one of the better states to retire in. Uh, Minnesota being one of the worst. Minnesota being one of the worst. Just saying. Some nice school districts here. Local frog. That's the only reason I stayed in Minnesota. Seeing, I don't remember. I know that I remember where you said that you were like from around the Twin Cities area, or something in that. I know that there's some really good schools districts in Minnesota. They really did have some decent school districts. My issue is if you're not paying attention to what Governor Walz had actually done to the schools, though he was an educator, is still went ahead and believed that it was okay to remove history classes and replace them with CRT classes. I'm sorry, CRT is not history. In one of the better districts, yeah, yeah. I the last place I was living before we left Minnesota was Hastings. So no, I get what you're saying. There's a couple of decent districts in South Metro. Um, so yeah, absolutely, for sure, for sure. Minnesota does have some the whole Apple Valley, Egan area, very very top notch. Mm-hmm. Because we looked at those schools before we moved out of Minnesota. We looked at different areas. Hmm. I know exactly where you're at, Aaron. I get you. I get you. No worries. I'll move up there. Be best friends with Mrs. You know, I'm down. I'm down. She's fun to talk to. A lot of people have grown fond of her and herself. She's actually me doing this stuff on the internet has actually opened up a little bit more, where she's actually joined on Sundays. On Sundays, I do an exploring spirituality with a bunch of members from this awesome frog army. Squad Bob, Vicky, my wife, Divinity, as well as Darth and a couple others. Um, we had a special guest as Shilamang this past weekend. So trying to get Lady Frog out there to be a little bit more open to allowing me to try growing uh, this channel further or any other channel further to make things work. I gotta catch that. See, there you go. Those ones I actually run those ones a little earlier, as opposed to 8:30. Those ones run at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, so a little bit earlier, about 2 hours earlier than a regular stick with Cool Frog. So then there's no news that gets run on Sunday. So we just do that this weekend. Let's see, what did we do? We did Sodom Gomorrah 2 weekends ago. Last weekend we did the end of the end of Genesis. So we went through Sarah. Because we did Sodom Gomorrah and then we did Sarah, all of at the end of Genesis, I said, well, for what it is, before we move on to somewhere else with some other topic, I think we need to go back to the beginning and do the prequel to the Sodom and Gomorrah and the Sarah stuff or whatever, and go into the beginning of Genesis and see how far we can make it this week. So we're going to go back to the beginning of Genesis and read through that. That is this Sunday at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. See, Squad Bob's there. Squad Bob's with me. He's next Sunday. Snakes. What? Everyone could come to Georgia, but there's humidity. I'm not so. I don't know if I'm so interested in Georgia. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. I'd have to think about that one. To visit Squad Bob, I'd definitely take the trip. Growing a channel is a grind. Networking is most of it. It is. It's very very difficult to continue to be yourself and be okay with not being able to please everyone else. That's the hard one. That's the hard one, because you can't, no matter how hard you try, please exactly everybody. It's so difficult. I've had so many different people come in and around that have decided for whatever reason or another to sever connection, to sever those bridges, to sever those connections. It makes it very difficult to continue to do what you do. The fun one is me, myself, and I with America shirts, with the presence of America shirts. I wish he'd come back around. I don't know where he's at. I'm hoping it's that he found a girl and he's too tied up with her. And I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I just want to know for sure that he is indeed okay. Is that the first 4-ish months of me doing this broadcasted to absolutely nobody. So to have the 11 of you that are here currently watching is very pleasurable to know that you're here, and that you're okay with whatever it is that I do. I thought people liked music, and they do, but liking me is another story. Dude, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. So, First Floor Audio. If we go and you have a channel? You have a channel? You do stuff here on the YouTube, do you? Heck yeah, you do. 1.25K subscribers. Got quite the following. Nice, dude. Nice. 360 videos. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I have opinions. Yeah, I just subscribed. So what we're gonna do here, YouTube First Floor Audio. This one, there you go. Y'all can go check out First Floor Audio, and looks like there's lots of music. I'll dig into this a little bit further, but yeah, I mean, there you go. Rabbit's on top of it. She's like, here, check them out. See, there you go. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I've always been proponent for people having channels and creating things and having fun with them, and making and creating those connections. Um, I like it. I like it. That's awesome. Nice. You got all your buy me coffees and Patreons and all that other wonderful stuff all attached. Oh, look at that, a Discord. My Discord's behind a paywall per se. It's not. It's not. The easiest way to get into my Discord is to pay the $2.99 or whatever for the membership for the channel. I do membership shows. Normally, those are conversations with Cool Frog, are members only, and those happen 8:30 Saturday, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time Saturdays. The difference between myself and UK is 7 hours. 7 hours difference between myself and UK. So then when when I run those, I usually run them on the YouTube side for the members only. This weekend I can't. This weekend I can't. It was supposed to be with Grimm's Bar, but Grimm's Bar is having some issues with the internet himself. Hope everything goes better for him and he gets it all figured out. Actually have Space Power Monkey is supposed to join me, and what he between myself and him, the conversations that we usually have are usually not YouTube friendly. So we're gonna take ourselves to a Rumble exclusive conversation. So it's myself and Space Power Monkey this weekend on Rumble to not get yeeted from or catch a strike on this wonderful platform of YouTube. Oh, what's up, Fast Group? Good to see you. So you're West Coast? No, I'm Mountain. So, Pacific is West Coast. I'm kind of the next one over. There's 4 time zones in the main continental United States, as well as 2 others that are in the ocean, whatever. One's Alaska, the next one's Hawaii. But yeah, mountains. But one time zone off. It's not bad. It's not bad. Because we just did our daylight savings within the last few weeks. But we did ours after UK did theirs. So we were 6, and I thought we were back to 7 hours. 7 hours difference. So it's I don't know. It's going on 3 in the afternoon, right? YouTube is asshole. It's so much. Oh, it's so much so. It's so bad, and it's so difficult. And then because it's so bad and difficult to actually create something, to make something, to try building on something, to get a hold of other creators, to get them to come around and join you. To continue to grow your channel, having those people that you liked creating things with and talking to, just get up and walk away. It really makes it difficult to continue to think, oh yeah, it's all gonna be okay. I think it's still gonna be okay. Why? Because I'm still gonna continue to do all of this stuff that I love to do for you, for me, for me. And that's the only thing that we can do. I think there's a lot of us that I think maybe overlook a lot of that. You can't. You got to make sure that you're doing stuff for yourself. If you don't do things for yourself first, you're not going to make it very far. As I say that, I look through my subscriptions real quick, and a couple people that looks like Vices is 175 watching. MLS has got 24 watching. Crowder's got 8,000 watching. It's like, holy man, I couldn't imagine 8,000 people watching me at one point in time. That'd be ridiculously crazy to have 8,000 people watching me. I could do it. Hey, Wolfkinder, what's up? Good to see you. It's amazing to see what people can do. Is there? I've missed it the last few days. It doesn't look like he's got one up for today. And of course, I do things. I just kind of go ahead and I pop live. I go live and I don't even think about it. I have not shared this anywhere. You all do me one favor. Share this stream somewhere that you'd like to share streams and let people know, hey, Cool Frogs Live. See how many people we can get to pop in here real quick. Aaron, thank you. Gifted 10 Cool Frog memberships. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Fast Group, Wolfkinder, Lady Autumn Sky. Y'all just picked up membership. As well as Madcore, Digger, Daisy Girl, you picked one up. There you go. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Gotta run. Good to see it. Well, thank you so much again. You have a good one. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you around. Lisa Faltersack. Do you know Megan Fox? She had 24-hour last night to celebrate 25K and going against the school board. I do know Megan Fox. She's still running? Is that what's going on? Because, it's YouTube as drama works itself through. if you're related to somebody else's drama or involved in somebody else's drama, other people think, oh, they're involved with them. I must not talk to them. No, she's off. Oh, okay. But yes, I do know Megan. I had at one point in time had the likenesses of Fair and Balanced coming around here and joining me on like Friday nights or whatever for open mics, which kind of whatever spirals itself through as you get to know people and other people and who you associate yourself with. And I don't get it. I don't get the whole drama of YouTube and how to make it seem like you're not the drama when indeed uh, everybody else's drama just so happens to come and spew itself around you. You just kind of you're like, huh? What do I do? What do I do? How? I don't. It makes it very hard to uh, live on the world of YouTube. Now, would I be opposed to talking to Megan Fox? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'd totally talk to Megan Fox. I tried to talk to her at one point in time before, and something just didn't work itself out or whatever. Where she couldn't make it, and then all of a sudden, some other things happen or whatever, and it just never got a chance to see if she'd even be willing to, come talk to me. I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Gotta go. Real life is starting. It was nice. It was nice to see you too, Rabbit. You enjoy your day and have fun with real life. Have fun with real life. Some people just get emotionally stuck in junior high. It's sad. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it happens. It- sometimes you can't stop it from happening. You just like, really? You- I don't know how many times I've been told that by several people. I was told that I shouldn't work with you. Why? Why would why would somebody say that? Why would somebody do that to somebody else? Just be like, "I don't think that you should work with that guy because I didn't get along with him very well. I'm a 54-year-old teenager." Yeah. Pimples are a thing. Oh my god, Squab. Pimples are a thing. I had one the other day. It was behind my ear. Oh my lord, did that freaking hurt. Like, how you get a freaking pimple behind your ear? Attended by Rod and Gun Club, I watched junior high shenanigans daily. Was worse than band night. Alcohol only always intensifies all of those emotions. So intensifying all those teenage emotions while playing good music, that can lead to some intense drama, some thrashing about, destruction. It could be very bad. It could be very, very bad. Where are we at? We're at an hour. I'm kind of just waiting for Tadpole to decide to wake up. The second he wakes up and he comes walking through the house, I'm gonna kick out. I'm gonna kick out. So whenever that decides to happen, it won't be anything longer than another hour. It won't be anything longer than another hour. I know better. I can kind of hear some movement, some noise. Like he's trying to sleep in. He's hitting. He'd be hitting about 10 hours of sleep right now. This kid sleeps. He sleeps like 12 hours. He sleeps 12 hours easy, if not distracted, or he I know that he hears me talking because I'm down the hallway from him with the doors open. So I know he hears me talking. If if it's enough for him to actually sit up and come walk across the house, I know that he will. I know that he will. It opened my eyes. Everyone carries baggage. Yeah. We all have baggage. We all have things. We all have stuff. And sometimes, just because one person can't handle somebody's stuff, they go and they project it off onto other people and say, "Oh, don't hang out with them because they do this." And it's like, well, go fuck yourself. I mean, in the nicest way possible. In the nicest way possible. It's pretty much what it comes down to. You can't do that to people. It's mean. It's mean and ignorant. But it is what it is. Just kind of looking around real quick to see who's doing what, who's live. Does anybody? Because I'd like to see what's going on in the world. Um, I think YouTube magnifies things too. It can. It really can, because I mean, it's projected. It's projected out to the world. Like everything that I'm saying right here, right now, is projected out to the world. It's live. It's live. The world gets to hear me, regardless to who it is. Regardless to who it is, it doesn't matter. And you can stay anonymous. You can stay anonymous like you never were here. You don't have to go into chat. You don't have to say a thing. And you can, sit back and lurk, do absolutely nothing, and they would never know that you walked into the room to see what it was that you were talking about. To get somebody's attention by simply saying something, say, I could spit out a name right now. I'm not going to. I could just go spit out a name right now, just be like, this person. I bet if I think about this particular person long enough and I say their name, that they would show up, that I could conjure them up. At the same time, I bet that it could be the other way around, and I could say zero things and not say a name, and watch the room grow to the point where like he's talking drama. 8 to 15 black teens were killed. Black teens that killed the white student had been arrested. Mainstream media still refuses to acknowledge race, and law enforcement says it's not a hate crime. Of course, it's not, Fast Group. It's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime because it's one way road when it comes to the racism. It's really not. I'm being sarcastic, and it's horrible. It's disastrous. I've read about this story a couple times. I I simply I don't think I've actually covered the case because like I had a tab open for it last night and I simply didn't. I wasn't in the right mindset to do it. If I go and I look in my tabs for things that are yep, it's still there. It's still in my tabs for something that I closed last night that I didn't cover. Is it coverable? Absolutely. Why? Because not enough people have heard about this disaster that is allowing these kids, these individuals to go ahead and beat the snot out of somebody and get away with it. For only 8 of the 15 teens to be arrested isn't enough. Isn't enough. It's not fair. Nobody, absolutely nobody, period, should ever have to deal with such a thing. Shouldn't have to worry about getting your ass handed to you. Very disturbing situation. I'd like to, being that you say that, there's probably a good chance that once I start digging through news through the day here to cover tonight, that I come across something that would make me want to potentially cover that situation. Uh, that just might greatly happen. But Bubba Wallace had 32 FBI agents show up next day. They claimed that the garage door pull rope. Yep. Yep. The garage door pull rope. Yep. That thing. I totally remember that. It is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And, as we speak of, looking through looking through news, look through news just to see what's going on, see what kind of interesting things are happening through the night, through the day, see if there's going to be anything fun to even talk of. Yeah, it should be interesting. Should be an interesting day. I'm excited to see what this day is going to bring. Um, I'm pretty sure. Where's my? Pretty sure that it's supposed to be a beautiful day outside. And being that we're getting so close to moving into winter, that I might just have to take Tadpole down to the park. Take him down to the park for the day. At least a few hours, anyway. 8 o'clock. And 42 degrees. Not bad, not bad. It's still doable. You go up a few degrees by the time the next few hours happen as the sun warms it up outside another 10 degrees. It should be very comfortable. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're going to take him to the park. Pranks in stores freaks me. The pranks in stores freaks me out. People punching people in the back of the head to put it on TikTok. Yeah, That stuff, that's dangerous. Holy man. I could not imagine walking down the street and thinking that it's going to be funny to go knock this guy the fuck out, as he has no clue that it's going to happen. So he has no way of catching himself, or in any way, shape, or form. If we flat on his face, they're gonna kill people, and it's not gonna be cute. And people are really seriously gonna get in trouble for their ignorant stuff that they're doing. Um, yeah, it's scary to see it. Got a merit badge for starting a fire in the rain without anything that wasn't already in the woods. Squad Bob. Good job. Good job. Can you still do that today? First floor audio. I'm driving. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, Boy Scout, Cub Scout, Girl Scout. Squad Bob was Girl Scout. No, no, just kidding. Had to have been a Boy Scout. Successful Boy Scout. Had probably all the badges. I once ran into a girl. You're supposed to say hi to him. You're not just supposed to walk right into him. Star Scout. Ah. So like a scout leader type thing, like because you were so good at it, they said you should come back as an adult and teach the other kids the things you know. Oh, wise one. I could see that be. Could see that be Squad Bob. Statement from Capitol Police. We have handled hundreds of peaceful protests, but last night's group was not peaceful. The crowd failed to obey our lawful orders to move back from the DNC, where members of Congress were in the building. When the group moved dumpsters in what? When the group moved dumpsters in front of the exits, pepper sprayed our officers and attempted to pick up a bike rack. Our teams quickly introduced consequences, pulling people off the building, pushing them back and clearing them from the area so we could safely evacuate the members and staff. 6 officers were treated for injuries, minor cuts to being pepper sprayed and being punched. Put this up on the screen here so everybody can see what the heck that I was actually reading. Statement from Capitol Police. What it was that I just read. Only one arrest. Only one arrest. Kind of interesting that it was only one arrest out of all of that. Kind of reminds me of something that happened on a specific day in January. So we're all going to the DC Gulag, where they'll spend 3 years. Maybe they'll actually get 22 years. Four to be exact. She was one of my groupies. I had a few groupies in my younger years. Ah, yes, groupies. I remember groupies. I had lots of groupies back in my day. TikTok is the worst app to ever exist. Yeah, it is. It'll drop people's attention span. Yep. It'll drop your attention span. And YouTube, you're jumping on the bandwagon and doing YouTube shorts is the same thing. Same thing. So TikTok brain, the 30-second stimulation that it is is a bitch because after getting 30-second stimulations over and over again, to actually have a brain stimulated to the point to even try reading a book is almost impossible. It's almost impossible. People have no patience in long form videos. Short form is like a drug, quick dose of endorphins. Yep, exactly. Endorphins. She was one of the groupies. Hello, mother froggers. What's up, Kale? Good to see you. Good to see you. I like to watch shorts as well. When it comes down to watching YouTube shorts, I have the tendency to go and click on them and watch for a little while. And you think for a little while. You think, it's just going to be for a minute or two. I'm going to check a few things out. And all of a sudden you go and look in your history and you're like, I watched 45 of them. And not just once, because some of them I watched 2, 3, maybe even 4 times. And then all of a sudden you start doing the math. You're like, wait a minute here. Was I just sitting here for the last few hours watching YouTube shorts, all these different videos? Why? Why was I doing that? I like to watch shorts, depends on who's wearing them. Yes. Short shorts are the best. Yep. As short as you can get them. 3 shorts for promotional purposes. I created a couple shorts at one point in time just to try pushing algorithms to see what would come out of it. Some things really do pick up a lot of traction. Some things don't. You just like, I don't know. If you continue to try doing things, sometimes if they're not working, doesn't it make you insane? If you're going to continue to try doing something that's not working. I think whatever I'm doing with the YouTube stuff or whatever is semi-working, so I continue to do them. It's interesting. The movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang has an intermission. It stops as the car is going over a cliff before it flies for the first time. Huh. I don't watch enough movies. Remember enough movies. If you dare wear short shorts, nair before short shorts. Yes, nair. Those commercials were so bad. You dare wear short shorts. Nair wear short shorts. This is so bad. Thanks for that, Lady Autumn's. So good. So funny. Gave DVDs friends. Their kids were engrossed. They cried that they had to wait for the next night for part 2. No big explosions. Kids can sit that long. We all did. Yeah, I know. Um, they really can. They really can. I mean, I look at Tadpole and I see myself. I see myself. I see the the ADHD. It's so good. It's so good. I'm told waxing is popular too. Some girls say it's not so bad. Guys can't handle the pain, except for ID crisis. Um, yeah, I don't know about guys waxing things. It's kind of. I mean, I suppose that'd be the way to do it. I only do like. Thanks for those who subbed to my tiny corner of YouTube. No, absolutely. First floor audio. Absolutely. I hope that actually uh, um, gave you a couple of subs for sure. You should have picked up something. I don't remember what the numbers were when you, but there's some fun audio in there. Yeah, see, you went from 1.25 to 1.26, so you definitely picked up a few. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, uh, other people, starting to go live. Oh, if I sorry about that. Do you look like a bear? Not sure. Thanks for those who subbed to my time in the economy too. Yes. Um. Yeah, this channel. I tell you, it's been an adventure. It's been quite an adventure. It's been a it's been a fun few years. I say few years because it's usually been that long. Um, when I look at exact numbers, I know it's not right because I know that I have a whole 150 some episodes that were privated. Definitely over 600 videos created. And I can see which ones get bigger tractions and which ones don't. I really uh, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. It's very interesting to try figuring out how things work. Who's live? People I like to watch. P Dog Nights live. Looks like um, Meg's Crime went live. Looks like Nicholas Starro and his group went live. Vices is still live. MLS is still live. Looks like the Alternative Corner's out. Scott Adams is live. Such Dresker's live. There's a bunch of people that immediately went live within the last like 20-ish minutes or whatever. So if you make videos private, does it affect your watch hours? Yes. Yes, it does. It totally affects your watch hours. So say the easiest place to go to figure some of that out that people don't really realize. There's a lot of them will discredit to be like, no, that's not true because um, it's not always correct on certain things. But Social Blade's not a bad deal here when it comes to showing some certain um, stats. And it shows certain stats. So here you can see this here. I don't mind. I don't mind showing mine. So you can see here negative 10 subscribers in the last 30 days. Yeah, because I can see that it's negative 10. It's about negative 10 in the last 30 days. But over here, you can see negative 17,515 video views. That number on the between the week of or on the week of June 8th to June 14th is the week that I would have removed all those videos and made them private. It took out 17,000 watch hours of everything that I had done. Everything that I had done. Because it's all private. Now, if I go and decide to unprivate that, go ahead and enliven it back up. I totally can. I can go back through all those videos and change each one of them back to public. And 17,000 watch hours, video views would accumulate right back to where it was. And I would almost assume that there'd be a bunch of people that would jump on all of those videos and go clamoring all the way back through all of it to try figuring stuff out, to try seeing if they could figure out what caused what to occur for that show that had those 17,000 hours to go away. No, it's private. It's private. Private. I don't want to know. I don't care. But it happens. It happens. And there's people that like to do that kind of thing. And because they can't, because it's gone, they're just like, oh, I can't believe he did that. There's people that have private videos all the time. You know, we could look at somebody. Let's do somebody that everybody knows. Let's do Nick Rekieta. Let's do Rekieta Law. Let's see how well he's doing. He's doing pretty good. He's got lots of look at all those watch hours all the way back there. Look at all that. Look at how well he's doing. He's got a lot of views. Some 2,000 negative 2,000 subscribers in the last 30 days. Huh. Zoom in on that just a little bit. Let's look closer. Huh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. From March to most recent, 15,000 subscribers. Social Blade, for what it is, does have some metrics that are pretty much right on top of it. Does have some metrics that are right on top of it. So there you go. You can see negative 17,000 between the week of June 8th and June 14th. Sometimes you have good times, sometimes you have bad times. Sometimes some things just don't work out. Let's go look at my subscribers. Let's zoom in this closer. $246 subscribers. I think Legal Vices for that one. We hung out for several hours that day, shilling me for subscribers. It was so much fun. These ones are like raids, good logic raids. But you can see, pretty much zeros all the way through. There's a lot of zeros in there. A lot of just like stagnant growth. Can you see this much info on other platforms? You'd be surprised what platforms you can actually see this much information on. There you go. There's your Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Dailymotion, Odyssey, Trovo, Mixer, DLive, and Storyfire. So yeah, if let's do I'll do mine. At Cool Frog on Twitter. Got a grade of a C. 25 followers in the last 30 days. This is something that I don't really use all that often, but you can kind of see, where, 2,700 following that I'm following, and I have over 1,600 people that follow me. I have over 6,000 tweets. Some people use their Twitter, some people don't. So yeah, I mean, there's different. Social Blade, socialblade.com. Some people say, Social Blade doesn't always tell you the truth on everything. Maybe it doesn't, but most of the metrics that they show are very accurate. Are very, very accurate. Take that down for now. But yes, so you can see, other platforms and see how other platforms, equate. The one that I'd like to see that they didn't have was Rumble. Rumble would be a fun one to look at. Some of these other ones, not as much as you'd think. Like Instagram, Facebook. Like what kind of metrics do you want from Instagram or Facebook? I don't know what it's really gonna do. Yeah. I'll take a look at my, see my Instagram. It's not showing. It's not showing my Instagram. It doesn't want to. It's like, nah, username doesn't work. And it's like, well, I know I have an Instagram under the same name that this is. It's Cool Frog. So as far as that goes. Rumble is sponsoring the quartering to give away $10,000 worth of stuff in daily drawings to drive up his subs. Fun. There you go. I'm too small of a channel for the quartering to talk to. I've reached out to the guy a couple times to see if he'd talk to me. He's not interested, I guess. As private videos, you can only be viewed by you. Private videos that can only be viewed by you can only be viewed by you or who you allow to view them. You can go into your content under private under your playlists and go find a video. Let's see here. Find a video that had been privated. You got to go to live. Go back a few months. Members. I do have a couple of them. Talked to Ryan from Legion Talk last week. I talked to Christina Redux Furum. I talked to Max Murrah in conversations. Those particular conversations, those are still visibility to members only. So any of you that just picked up memberships today, you can go back and you can find some of those members only streams. Here's a private. So I have a couple people. America Shirts, which I wish I could find him. I wish anybody that was around knows where he is. Get a hold of him, let him know that we miss him, and just hope that he's okay. And Moose Maneuver. Moose Maneuver currently has abilities on my channel to go ahead and go and view all my content, all the privated stuff even. There's a way to do it through settings where you set up permissions. Oh. He took himself out of the permissions. Okay. So it's just America Shirts right now that has permissions to use and view all content. So you can set up to have somebody who be able to go through all your stuff. Is somebody that you trust. You go and you take them and you give them the ability. And it's through email. You set it. You set the setting to the person that you wish, that you trust. They can view all of your content, all your privated stuff, all your stuff that's not whatever, and can go through all of it and cut, clip, edit, do things, have fun with it, and help drum up your stuff. So there are ways to set it up to watch private videos, and then there's I believe on those private videos, if I'm not mistaken, when you go and you look into it, just viewing the videos, I think you can set up a permission, if I'm not mistaken, that would allow you. Yes, it's marked as private. So it says share privately. I can hit the share privately, and then I can put you in a group and notify you via email that you are able to view a particular video. So there are ways to go back and view other people's videos if they allow you to view their private videos. Like say for whatever reason, Wolfkinder wanted to watch one of the old Waking Up episodes that I did with another person, and said, "Hey, can we see those videos?" Be like, "Sure, I can share it privately to you to your email, and then you can go ahead and you can view it, and only you can view it, or whatever." Which obviously I can say only you can view it, but what am I going to do? Who am I to say that you're not going to go and watch it with your friends, whatever, because you're going to go, dig through it. So there's lots of ways to view privated videos. Now, like I said, they're all private. They're not unlisted. They're not unlisted. There's a difference between unlisted and private. Private, I can select people to go view them. If I unlist it, it's unlisted. Nobody can view them. Nobody can view them. But there's other things that you can do. Like I said, every single one of these episodes that I created that were created super early in the morning, like today's, are just that. Most of them are private. It's too bad. It's too bad that it has to be the way it is. No, yeah, absolutely. I try doing what I can to try helping as many people as I possibly can. Um, 8:45. I think, I think I should probably go away for the day. Go grab something to eat. Be ready for this kid to wake up and have a good day with that. And I got to do some other research for tonight. Don't know exactly what I'll be covering, but I'll be back. I think I was talking to my wife and we were trying to figure it out. And I'd like to do the 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, but the time frame, the short time frame that it is, it really kind of makes it difficult to stay at the 8:30 and be sure that he's settled in for the night and not going to come run in here to bug me while I'm trying to run a show. Might be moved back to 9. It's just something that I'm still working on. We'll probably institute all the changes at the same time in December, as I walk into doing this for the 3rd year. So I'm excited for season 3 to come up here. Whatever. I'm thinking that things should be exciting as we move on, and make new friends. new attachments, new, uh, you know, have new adventures together as we make things work, and you know, to round ourselves back out, to go back to the title. Life can be tough sometimes. Sometimes, and sometimes we make of it what we can with what we have. I mean, it will be season 3. So, been here for 2 years. So, but yeah, 3 years. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to say yes. I'm gonna be a creator for a 3rd year in a row. Never thought that I'd ever do any of this. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping to see what more comes out of it. Um, this Saturday, don't forget, if you haven't made yourself to the Rumble, to get over to Rumble, as this Saturday's Conversations with Cool Frog is going to be on Rumble, because it is with Space Power Monkey. Myself and Space Power Monkey together have the tendency to say some of the things that YouTube doesn't like. So if you haven't made it to Rumble, make yourself to the Rumble. Make yourself to the Rumble. And I'm going to go away. I thank you all again. Congrats on the upcoming 3rd season. I know, right? It's exciting. It's exciting to actually think about. You're like, it is, the days just melt together. Like, wow, it's already happened. Thank you again to Aaron for the gifts of those memberships. Those would be greatly appreciated. Y'all that picked up those memberships, don't forget to go back and check out some of the previous conversations that I've had. Some of them were good conversations. Some of them, because they're conversations with people that I've never met before, get kind of interesting, as you just don't know what is going to come of it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Do all those wonderful YouTube like things. You as well have a wonderful rest of your day as it progresses. I'm excited for today. I think today's going to be a good one. Mimsy, you as well have a good day. Absolutely. Everybody, take care. I will see you tonight. Another episode of Stick with Cool Frog over on the Rumble side. Get over there to Rumble. Get to that Rumble. You know you want to get over there. If you'd like to hear the news and politics of the day. Love y'all. Later.